Today I would like to show you my Earthway Precision Garden Seeder. Now, we used this thing last year with ultimate success. We just pretty much used it for planting corn. We did probably just over 20,000 seeds with it, and it just worked flawless, and I'm so impressed with it. There'd be no other way to plant it for us. Planting it by hand would be impossible, and this little machine worked great. So we'll plant some corn today, and I'll go over a few things with this. If you're not familiar with it, I do recommend it. You can get it on sale for $100 here in Canada anyway, on a really good sale, but typically it's listed at about $170, I believe. It comes with a few seed plates inside, which you see here, and they swap out pretty easy. It's just a matter of giving them a twist. This is the one I'll be using today for sweet corn. I'm going to do just a couple thousand seeds today. I like to plant it in succession so it's not all ready at once. It's a lot for us to sell at once if it were all to be ready at the same time. And also, I have a popcorn seed that we're going to do. It's corn, and basically you just take the cob off, throw it in the microwave, and away you go, and it pops inside of a brown paper bag. And to do that, we have a different seed plate just for spacing, and this is it here. For some reason it grows better spaced out differently than the sweet corn plate, which you can see is just slightly different. But we'll start off with the sweet corn plate, and it's a so you fill your little hopper up here with corn, and there's a hole right here that the plate picks up the corn, and it falls down the hole. The plate just turns like that, and it falls down the chute into your plow, which on the bottom is right here, and you can set your depth, how deep you want to put your seeds. Now today I'll be running about probably an inch to plant this sweet corn we've got, and of course the chain drags behind to cover up the seed, and it's belt driven. These belts are readily available, and as the wheel turns, it just turns the seed plate inside the hopper, and away you go. It's very simple, very easy. And it's also got a row marker, which I will use, which is this here. I believe I measured it out last year to about 24 inches for row spacing, and just lightly scuff that as you're pushing this, and it marks your other row, and it's great. There is an optional fertilizer bag that mounts on the back, and it drops fertilizer down inside your plow to go in with the seed. But when you do that, you can no longer use your row spacer, so we just go along and we'll fertilize by hand. We'll just top dress it with some high nitrogen fertilizer. It worked great last year, and that's exactly what we're going to do this year, so we'll just go ahead and get started. So we got a bit of the garden tilled up here, and we'll be ready to plant a few seeds. Now I usually do about 10 rows per week, and today we'll get started on those 10. We just fill our hopper. But when I say fill the hopper, there is a fill line, and it's somewhat low, and it's deceiving. It doesn't look like much, but this will let me do a few rows. Just go ahead and make our first row and hope it's as straight as possible. This model didn't come with GPS. Alright, so we got our first row done, and it didn't turn out too bad. As you can see, the row marker marked my next row. It's not as straight as I would have liked it, but we can get it straightened out. I've got my row marker here, although unfortunately it fell inside the tire track. But we can adjust that too as we go, and we'll continue. Take a look once in a while, make sure seeds are falling down. Just lets you know it's working. Alright, so there we have it. I went ahead and planted 12 rows instead of 10, just thinking that if this is early, then there's a good chance it'll probably be sold quickly. But I was literally 10 minutes planting this, and it just worked great. The seed I bought, which we used last year, was Navajo. It's a bicolor. I got it from Stokes, which I recommend, because if this seed works out like the seed last year, man, we had tons of corn. Just fantastic. And last summer was so dry, I never thought the corn would grow, but it grew amazing. It's a short season. It's 67 days, so it's not too bad before it's ready to go. And now I'll go up back, till the back, and we'll get planting this popcorn. It's got a longer period to grow. Oh, it's 110 days. So we'll get that in now, get it in early, and then hopefully it's ready a little earlier. So in order to plant our popcorn, we're going to switch seed plates. Like I said, I just used my sweet corn seed plate last year, and the popcorn did not turn out whatsoever. And I didn't know there was an actual popcorn seed plate, so I went ahead and bought it. In case you need to know, it's part number 1002-29, and I'm hoping it'll make a difference, but only time will tell. We'll go ahead and get that installed. I've gone and filled up the hopper. I've done a few rows. Things are working good. I've got the popcorn seed plate in. This calls for 24 to 30 inch rows, so I'm going to do 24. Just because we also have about 600 pumpkins to plant and 150 watermelon, and I'm not sure how the spacing is going to go. So I'm just going to stick with 24 like the sweet corn, and we'll continue on. Well, there we have it. That's my little... And if you subscribe to our channel, I'll update you on how the corn's coming, and we'll plant more as the weeks go on. We've got a ton of stuff to plant yet. All the watermelon, pumpkin, and all the vegetables in our garden. But yeah, so if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. We would appreciate it. And we'll see you guys soon.